All right, let's talk about Facebook ads for collision repair shops. So what's one thing that separates large collision repair chains from smaller independent auto body shops? Advertising. While there are all sorts of advertising options available to you, let's take a look at whether or not Facebook, now officially Meta, ads are worthwhile for your shop. So why should you advertise in the first place, and why Facebook? Well, there are lots of reasons to advertise, even if your schedule's already full. Advertising can give your company a positive image. It can attract new customers. It can promote repeat business. It can help your business compete. It keeps you top of mind, and it helps you target your ideal customers. So Facebook makes this really easy to create targeted campaigns. So you're not wasting money showing your ads to people 50 miles away. So you can stop and start your ads anytime you like and show them on desktop computers and or mobile devices. Targeting is one of the biggest strengths of digital advertising. So if you were to run an ad in a newspaper, it goes to every subscriber they have, but digital ads can be shown only or just to the people you want to see those ads. So are Facebook ads a good investment for body shops? Well, before I answer that, it's important to think about the experience. Facebook ads are interruptive advertising, meaning that while your prospect is browsing for entertainment or to kill time, your ad is going to interrupt their feed between posts by their friends and groups. On the other hand, Google or Bing ads involve intent, meaning people are searching for something specific and an ad is displayed that matches what they were searching for. So we always want to remember that Facebook ads are better for awareness and staying top of mind. The chances that someone was just in a collision and they stumbled across your ad just at the right time are slim to none. Let's go over some options for creating your ad. Now, first of all, this isn't intended to be a complete tutorial on exactly what to do to create your ad, but instead I just want to illustrate some high-level options that you have and consider if they might work for you. So you need a couple of things to get started. One, you need a personal Facebook account in order to create a Facebook page. So you need both of those, a Facebook account and a Facebook business page. With that in place, you have basically three options. One, you can boost an existing post, you can create an ad using Ad Center, or you can use the Business Suite, Facebook or Meta Business Suite, to create your ads. So the simplest way to create an ad, and one that many business owners try, is to simply boost a post. This means you start with one of your existing Facebook posts and you put some money behind it to help it get seen by your prospects. With any ad, Facebook makes you start by choosing a goal. Boosted posts are simpler and therefore a little more limited than ads created through the Ad Center. So your available goals there are get more messages, get more engagement, get more website visitors, get more leads, and get more calls. Your targeting options are also limited, but that's not too much of an issue for body shops. You'll probably be trying to create brand awareness for your business rather than trying to get someone to call you right now for an estimate. Boosting a post is pretty straightforward and Facebook guides you through the rest of the setup. Now, using Ad Center is a little more involved, but it gives you far more control over your goals, your formats, your targeting, and other options. To get to the Ad Center, press either of the blue promote buttons. One's at the top of the screen on Mac or PC, and another is at the bottom left. From there, you have the option of creating a new ad from scratch, and you have a larger selection of available goals, like get more messages on WhatsApp, get more messages, get more page likes, get more calls, promote your business locally, and get more website visitors. Bunch of options. Now, after you select a goal, you're able to continue with creating your ad. The third option is using Business Suite and Ads Manager. Now, you probably just want to know what time it is rather than how a watch is made, but I want to point out another tool that you might hear about. So Ads Manager is part of the Facebook or Meta Business Suite. Business Suite is just a tool that's typically used by ad agencies or businesses with an in-house marketing department, but anyone can use it. Business Suite contains an Ads Manager tool which can contain one or more ad accounts. So if you're an MSO, you might have separate ad accounts for each location. And inside each ad account are ad campaigns, which contain ad sets, which contain individual ads. So it's kind of a nested hierarchy. Now, if you're familiar with Business Suite already, then this video isn't going to be all that useful to you. If you're not familiar with Business Suite, it's really beyond the scope of this video. So there's a lot of stuff on Facebook or on the internet about how to do that. Now let's talk about targeting. In marketing, we always try to target ads to an avatar. This is just a fictional, ideal customer who represents the person we'd most like to work with. Now, this can be hard to do for collision repair since almost everyone owns a vehicle, but we can narrow it down somewhat. For instance, even though 16-year-olds can get a license in a car, they probably still live with their parents, who would be the ones scheduling needed repairs. So let's leave them out. So in choosing an age range for our possible customers, we could say 18 and older, or whatever makes sense to you. Now, both males and females own and drive cars, so it doesn't really make any sense to advertise only to one. But you could create two versions of an ad, one with each gender, and see which one works better. Location is another important factor when advertising your shop. Some people choose whichever shop is closest to their home, and unless yours is the only shop around, it isn't realistic to expect people to bring their vehicle to you from 50 miles away. So if there's nothing but flat land nearby, you can easily just choose a radius of, say, 10 to 15 miles around your shop. On the other hand, if you have any unique geographic factors, such as a coast or a body of water or a mountain that makes getting from point A to point B more difficult, then choosing your advertising territory may get more complex. You can also choose specific zip codes or bedroom communities to include or exclude. Now, Facebook offers a lot of other targeting options like income level, recently moved, relationship status, employment types, and more. I'd recommend that you skip all that initially, and if you want to fine-tune it over time, you can. You can get creative with your targeting too. For example, if you are a Ford certified collision center, as an example, you could create an ad about that and target people who have an interest in Ford Motor Company, Ford F-Series, or Ford Mustang. That way, when your ad runs, it's not being displayed to Chevy fans. So you can play around with these options and see whether or not there are enough matches to make it worthwhile, or if you need to broaden your targeting options. Ultimately, how you define your ideal customer is totally up to you, but it's worth considering before you start advertising. Now let's talk about tracking pixels. You also have the option to install a pixel on your website. This is a more advanced technique and usually used for retargeting. That so-called pixel is just a chunk of code that tracks when a person visits your site, and you can monitor page views, scrolling, or actions they take on your site. It's how Facebook knows so much about you. So when someone visits your site, if the tracking pixel is installed, they can be shown your ad next time they log into Facebook. So you may have heard of Facebook custom audiences. If you have a database of your past customers and you want to make sure they see your ad, you can upload your database as long as it includes either a phone number or an email address. So if those people have a Facebook account, then your ad will be shown to them once it begins running. So the tracking pixel I mentioned can also be used with those custom audiences in much the same way. Okay, let's talk about formats. When you're formatting your ads, you can use photos or videos. So an image ad contains a single image. This can be a photo or a graphic that you create, or you can just select stock photos in the ad center to use. You can also do video ads. You can upload a video between 5 seconds and 10 minutes long, or combine several photos together to create a slideshow. You can use this to introduce your team, walk a prospect through your repair process, and so on. And then we have carousel ads, which let you use multiple images or videos within a single ad. Each one can have its own link, and it's kind of like multiple ads all in one. So what content should go in your ads? Well, the content of your ad will depend on the goal you chose before you created your ad. It's kind of like a billboard. People zooming by may not even see the words until they've passed by a few times, but hopefully they'll at least notice your logo and remember you. If brand awareness is all you're aiming for, then it's important to get your ads in front of people so they think of you when a collision does eventually happen. You want to stand out in the news feed as people scroll, so a bold, simple image can work well. If you can show satisfied customers, real ones, or smiling employees, it can make your business seem friendly and approachable. And as I mentioned before and after photos are great too, especially if the before and after difference is drastic. Now, video footage can be very effective. It doesn't have to be highly produced and polished either. Recording yourself speaking to the camera can be interesting. Most people never get to see what happens in a shop, and people do love to see behind the scenes. So consider doing in-shop videos. So think of scenarios where a customer needs your service and create ads around those. As an example, you could create an ad related to hail damage, showing a dented roof saying, "We fix hail damage." You could just sit on the ad until the next big hailstorm happens, at which point you log into Facebook and start the ad. Another example, you could create an ad for deer season, reminding people that your shop can fix damage from a deer strike. If your shop offers detailing, anytime your schedule gets a little light, if that ever happens, turn on an ad for a detailing special. Once you fill up your schedule, shut off the ad. So I recommend creating an inventory of campaigns so you can turn them on and off at a moment's notice, especially around weather-related incidents like fallen limbs, hail damage, ice, and so on. Lastly, you can use Facebook ads to recruit body shop employees by creating a Facebook job post and then boosting that post. Okay, so budgets. Boosted posts are the most inexpensive way to get started. You simply set a budget and how long the ad should run. You can set your budget to $5 a day for 7 days, or you could set it at $500 per day. It's totally your choice. There's not really a right answer here. The budget depends on your goals. So start there and work backwards to figure out what you'll need to spend to get there. So if you want to get a certain amount of new traffic to your website, adjust the budget until you start seeing those results. If you want a certain number of page likes, adjust accordingly. If you want 25 new weekly calls to your shop, set the budget so that happens. Start small and grow your budget along with your comfort level. Now let's talk about reporting real quick. After your ad has started running, you can review the results. While you're able to see the various metrics like how many people were shown the ad, how many clicked on it, and so on, the important thing to measure is if they took any sort of action. Once again, this depends on what goals you selected for your ads, but you'll be able to track the actions your prospects took, such as did they watch a video, did they click a link, did they leave a comment, did they like your post, visit your website, complete a lead form, call your shop, used Facebook Messenger to leave you a message, stuff like that. There's a lot more. Now, there are so many options for creating and managing your Facebook ads, far more than I can cover here. And I asked earlier whether or not Facebook ads for collision repair shops are worthwhile. Ultimately, that depends on whether it's worth it to you, but you can certainly get results from Facebook ads. So set your expectations properly and realize that a large component of advertising is brand awareness, and you'll get more people becoming aware of your shop or being reminded about it. And by having an inventory of ads ready to go, you can take advantage of the inclement weather and show your ad to prospects at the exact moment they may need your service.
Hey, I'm Jason Ferguson, and I want to help you market your auto body or collision repair business. If you like what you see here, please subscribe to be notified when new videos are released. You can find out more about digital marketing services from Conspicuous Digital. Thanks for watching. Now get out and fix some cars.